Many of you contacted me asking me how you can book a reading with me. Navigate to my channel page and find my name. Click on the More button. And there it will open up the About box section. There I have listed the number of questions, the number of minutes, the number of questions, and the price, along with the delivery method. So say for instance you contact me, you say, Tara, I would like to have a 45-minute reading, my most popular package by the way, and you can see that it's 3 to 4 questions, the price, and the delivery method. Here you can find my email address, and so that's all you have to do. Let me show you again. Come to find my name, click on the More button, and there you have all the instructions on how to book. So let's get to the reading right now. Hi Scorpio, this is going to be your Sun, Moon, and Rising reading for September 2024. I just want to get straight into the reading because I'm a bit behind on my work. So I have with me the Radiant White deck, the La Vida Sibila for clarification should we need, and we will wrap the reading up with a Golden Nostradamus card. So let me go ahead and turn the camera around and we will get started. I want to put another rifle and shuffle on the deck. This will be a 9-card spread. Please keep in mind that the reading is general, and so if the story doesn't resonate with you, check back to your moon and rising sign. Okay? I've already done some pre-shuffling and meditation on your sign and glyph, so we will just see what the cards have to say. I can't believe we're already going into September. That's crazy. Let's cut the deck. 9 cards down. Here we go. The Hangman. The Queen of Cups. The 7 of Swords. Next row, the 4 of Cups. The 8 of Cups. The Knight of Swords. There we go. Moving too fast for the camera. The Star card. The Hermit. And the Magician. That's a pretty impressive spread. What is over the whole entire reading? There are only 3 cards I can read here, to be honest with you. But what is over the whole reading? The Temperance. So, what do I have? First, before I tell you that, I need to tell you that the cards are read past, present, future. Past, present, future, and the interplay of the cards. And I can only read, I have 2 court cards, 3 pip cards, and 4 major arcana with a fifth one over the entire reading. So let me start in the center because everything else is going on around this 8 of Cups. And the Eight of Cups, first of all, it's an 8. And I would take it that based upon the these two cards, the Hangman and the Hermit, that kind of gives me an idea that things are not going well for you. There might have been slight delays, postponements, things like that. Normally, 8s are very positive numbers. They represent movement and they represent money. But looking at these two cards here, I don't feel that that's what's happening for you. Here we have the Queen of Cups. That's you, Scorpio. And the fact that you are focused on your feelings, because cups represent nothing but feelings. Swords represent mental energy. And then you have the major arcana cards, which represent spiritual lessons. So this is a time at which you feel all in your emotions. And I kind of got the feeling that maybe you might even be drinking a bit, which you, of course, want to watch out for. But the Eight of Cups says that if you have invested a whole bunch of time and energy into something and it's still not working out, then you should not invest any more time in it. No matter what it is. If you tried everything you can try and it's still not working out for you, don't waste any more time on it. Go off and seek something new. I keep getting the feeling that it might be drinking or a substance abuse problem. But it's secret. It's done at night and secret. It's like the card is saying to me, you're trying to walk away from that because nothing is going right in your life. And that's okay. We all have things that bother us. But if you need help, ask for help. Anyway, the thing that strikes me the most about the Eight of Cups is that the person is walking off in the middle of the night. He doesn't even have a suitcase packed. He's just walking off in the middle of the night. But something, I think, stops you. Some kind of news, some kind of message. Because nights represent only messages to me. But it is, the night brings on an event. They precede events. Okay? The purpose of the nights are to move a situation along. And it's like all of a sudden you're leaving, but something stops you. So up here at the top, we have the Hangman. And the Hangman is about sacrifice. He's about seeing things from a different perspective. In a way, what I'm getting from the Hangman is that you feel like you are in stasis. Feel like you're not going anywhere or doing anything. Okay? But it can even be about illusions or delusions. And this could be brought on by some kind of substance abuse problem. I mean, lots of cards, cups here. And the thing you need to understand about the Hangman is that he placed himself in this position. Nobody else did. He said, hang on a minute, I need to know what's going on. But I think your thinking is really fuzzy because you can't figure it out. It's like you're swimming underwater. That's what I get. So maybe you have headaches or vertigo. You're having physical pains, shoulder pains, back pains, hip pains, knee pains, leg pains, foot pain. And you're really trying, I get that you're really trying to see your way clear. on this. And here we have the Seven of Swords. So I don't know if somebody has been lying to you and that's why you're so confused. But another meaning of the seven, this is a 7, and it says it's a time of questioning yourself. So this could be about self-deceit. But another meaning of the Seven of Swords is if things are not going the way you planned, because it also represents postponements, delays. There might be arguments, fights. See the Five of Swords? He's carrying the Five of Swords. So it implies to me that there is some kind of conflict. It may be just on a mental plane, but there's some kind of conflict. Maybe there's messages going back and forth. I don't know. Sometimes the Seven of Swords can warn of perhaps some gossip or backstabbing talk. But here there are 2 swords stuck in the ground. And you're looking back at them. Because I don't think you really know what to do. So if whatever you've been trying has not worked out to your advantage, you need to stop and think. Your thinking is scattered. And you can't blame anybody for that because you control your thoughts. Okay? And you may have to just kind of wait it out, whatever the conflict is, because I see here with the Four of Cups that you're being perhaps made an offer. And the card says it's a 4, so it represents a stable foundation emotionally. But even the cup, the hand with the cup in it, it's coming out of the clouds. Again, like you can't believe it. And sometimes the card says, if an offer seems too good to be true, it probably is. But it also says, do not pass up a potential cup of happiness. But here you don't think you need it. And I think you're really sad. That's 5 cups right here. I think you're sad. And that's why you're all in your emotions. And you can't think straight. And nothing is going right. And another thing that strikes me about the 8 of Cups is that it's the only eclipse moon in the deck. That's an eclipse moon. Okay? So I don't know if this problems started happening 8 months ago. I don't know when the last eclipse was. Let me look. We got a lunar eclipse coming up on the 18th of September. So maybe this is telling me that during this time you're going to walk away from whatever this is. Okay? And just as you're trying to walk away, something changes. There's a change of direction here. Something either prevents you, or someone prevents you, or some news arrives at the end of Mercury retrograde, which is on, I think, September. Let me get my ephemeris. So Mercury will turn direct in Leo on the 28th. I think that's the 28th. The reading, the print is so small. On the 28th of this month, just Monday, I think, or Tuesday, sometime this week. I don't know what day it is, but it has to get all the way back up to Virgo, I think. Sometimes the card speaks really funny. Some cards will speak to me like actions or things, or sometimes it's a literal representation of the what's going on in the heavens. And whatever this thing is, just as you Eight of Swords, so just as you are about to break free, something happens and you change directions hurriedly. And all this, I think, is brought about by what's happening in the skies. Sometimes this card can represent the cosmology of the event. So this is like something in the stars. It's happening and it's affecting you on a very personal level. But the other thing about this card, it represents hope, it represents dreams, it represents wishes. And in order for you to come out of this in a successful way, you have to be comfortable with yourself. You have to be able to draw from your own well. Okay? And that's Venus, the star Venus, the yellow star, which incidentally is almost like the star in the hermit's lamp. So that means you are going to be by yourself. Maybe you are having some kind of psychic event, or events are happening around you that you can't explain. It doesn't help if you're drinking, because I think maybe you might be drinking. If you're drinking, you might be drinking to help you quell what's really going on deep inside of you. But you gotta have a clear head. Here. You got to. Because you're not thinking straight. And your thoughts are scattered. And scattered thoughts do no one any good. So you have to return back to yourself. Be comfortable with what you're feeling or thinking. Be comfortable with what's happening to you. Pulling from your own well. And then you come to a place, it's a 9. And all 9s speak to a focus on completion of events. So I'd say to you, hang on. It won't be too much longer now, depending on what you got going on in your life, because there is no perfect timing and no timing in the tarot at all. So all things in their own divine right time. But here we see you will have to isolate yourself. And you have to go in deep and do some meditation, contemplation, some deep soul searching. And at the end of this, you come out as a magician. Somebody who can make magic. You go from confused, muddled thoughts, this change of direction. That's why he's coming in from the future to the past. And it's bringing you, this night is going to bring you some kind of relief. If you look at the imagery on the card of the magician, he got all the tools that he needs to create whatever he wants. There's a wand, a sword, a cup, and a pentacle. And he's pointing up at the sky and down to the ground, because he's telling you, as above, so below. See the laminesque above his head? And it's lit up. So I think it's like when you come out of this, you're going to be refreshed, ready to go. Your thinking will be clear. You will have a handle on what you can do or want to do. And I don't know if this is about studying or a new job or what it is, because there are no pentacles here. But usually, sometimes the magician says you are going to find a position in which you can put your good skills to use. And this guy is a scholar too. And I think what I'm being told is that you just have to decide on what you're going to do and then go for it. But you got to give it a lot of thought. This damn camera. I know I'm still in Mercury retrograde. Maybe it'll clear up if I put my face in it. What the? And this card over here, temperance. So if you're drinking, moderation in all things. That's the first thing. And I think you are trying to decide what path you are going to take. Right now, it's like you're wandering in the wilderness. And just because you put your foot on the right path doesn't mean you're not going to have future challenges. See the mountains in the back of this card? Along that pathway way back there. So this card is about reconciliation. It's about healing. It's about economy and moderation in all things. So whether you're spending money, whether you're drinking, whether you're feeling low, try to know that you are healing and trying to reconcile the opposites. And I think this is more so you being not necessarily opposed within yourself, but sort of like that. Like you want to do one thing, but you don't know if you can, or you don't have the confidence, or you don't think that you can. This is a clear change in direction. But I don't have any more information except that you're feeling all confused. And maybe it's that you don't want to be alone. But you're going to have to be alone in order to gain some clarity. Maybe you can ask, what's it all about? What's the most important thing that I have to learn from this situation that I find myself in? So I'm going to turn these two court cards over. And that only gives me the the 7 of swords, the 4 of coins, and the 4 of cups, and the 8 of cups as they relate to the hangman, the star, the hermit, the magician, and even the temperance. Because I think this is just trying to tell you that you have to get yourself together. Okay? Reconcile what's going on inside of you. Try to cut out the drinking and deal with the postponements and delays as though use this time wisely to decide what you're going to do when you're going to come out. But first you got to get your head clear. Let's look at the cups. Four of Cups next to the hangman. indicates that you are wallowing in self-pity and you've lost your direction and feel like you're in a bind. That's what these 8 swords are telling me. It's like you have tried to walk away and you can't seem to walk away, but you're going to change directions very soon. It indicates a time of self-pity and feeling sorry for yourself. The message is that it's up to you to get yourself out of predicament. Next to the Hermit, 4 of Cups. It's a general inner peace and personal satisfaction and fulfillment coming into your life. The Hermit and the 4 of Cups together tells of a gentle peace and satisfaction that surrounds and encompasses you. It brings a message that solitude will bring about spiritual enlightenment. That's what I'm saying. You have to spend time by yourself because what you've been doing is not working. Okay? 7 of Swords. I went out of order, but 7 of Swords. This 7 of Swords tells of upset plans, postponements, delays, and cancellations. It's as though everything is going wrong around you at this time. You may feel as though you're carrying a heavy burden or load on your shoulders. Be particularly aware of all proceedings and remain cautious. Somebody's offering you something. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to get you to drink, or they're offering you something, but it's the same old, same old. That's why you're trying to walk away from it. If your plan does not work out, you should not look to place blame on others, but rather look to yourself for reasons for the failure. It may also indicate that the most likely cause of failure is hasty actions and a lack of focus and concentration. It tells, the 7 of Swords tells of possibility of tension, arguments, disagreements, and misunderstandings within a current situation. I don't think you can run away from this, whatever it is. You just have to stick it out, grin and bear it, reconcile the opposites within yourself, and get clear on what you're trying to do. This implies to me that you are not thinking clearly. The 8 of Cups. Near the Magician and the Hermit. The 8 of Cups near the Magician. It tells of someone who has within its grasp the ability to reach his goals. Appearing next to the Magician, it is informing you that you have the ability to reach your full potential. It asks that you think and consider very carefully before making any major or important decisions. Don't let others sway or hinder you, as only you know what's right for you, so stick to your guns. Next to the Hermit, you are asked to move forward in your life and let the issues of the past heal. Do not dwell on difficulties, hardships, or perceived barriers, as this will only hinder your progress. It shows the realization of potentials and unseen opportunities with inner joy. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Whatever this thing is, you can't outrun it. It's like you're trying to outrun this destiny, but you can't. You're gonna have to Go through whatever it is and deal with it. But it will change the directions for you. Like a prayer, it's going to be answered. But then you have to look at what's going on. If that means separating yourself from people or whatever the thing is, do that. Deep introspection is called for. And then suddenly it's like you come out of the fog. And that's always a good thing. Sometimes we have to see. That's the thing about the hermit. When the hermit is standing there in the dark, sometimes you can't see. So he holds the lamp out. But when he comes out of his reverie, he can tell other people what he's done. He's holding the lamp not so much for himself, but for others. So he comes out and they can say, Hermit, what did you learn during your time up there on the mountain? And then you can come out and tell them. And maybe this will become maybe not a new job or a new passion for you, where you can work magic like a magician. I don't have to pull any Sibila cards. Let's pull a Golden Nostradamus. Number 15, the Eagle. Without wealth, virtue, and nobility, be warned. Are the seaweed on a deserted beach scorned? The eagle represents your pride, generosity, and nobility of the soul, which you must develop and then manifest to everyone. Be noble or seek this virtue in yourself. I think that's a great message. So that's what I have for you, Scorpio, for September 2024. And good luck.